I'm gonna keep this video short. I keep it short. I want to keep all of these like PSA read this series videos within around 4 minutes, I'd say, or 4 or 5 minutes. So if you have not checked this series out, this is called Record of Ragnarok. I will tell you this, the series, it's so easy to get into and yet a lot of fun. I don't want to go into much of spoilers. I only picked a handful of panels that I think were, just a really nice emphasis on just showing the weirdness of the series, but at the same time, the level of hype and excitement around it. The premise of the series is this. You have all the different gods of multiple pantheons all meeting up, and they're like, we're tired of humans. We want to eradicate them. There's a Valkyrie who just pulls up some rule that in this whole scenario, the mortals are able to contest the gods in like a tournament to prevent this decision of genocide and extinction. And it's seen more of like a joke, because how would mortals stand up to gods? I won't spoil that for you, but go check it out. But the premise of the series from that is a big tournament. It's legendary people from both fiction and real life. Like you have characters like Jack the Ripper, Nikolai Tesla, the one that I wanted the most to see, Grigory Rasputin, against various gods. You got Poseidon, you got Zeus, you got Hercules, Beelzebub is coming up. You got a lot of really crazy characters who, in a lot of ways, the series could just go on. The series could go on forever, because all you have to do is pick out more gods, pick out more fun characters, and put them on there. I mean, just look at this roster right here. You pause it and look at this. These are the characters you're going to be seeing. It's not just, not just Norse characters, not just Greek, not just Japanese. You got an assortment all over. And one thing about this series that is absolutely, I love, like it's absolutely one of the really fun aspects about it, is I say it's like 50% backstory and lore and 50% just big dick flex action and like it. I don't mean literal big penis, but I do mean just like look at this. This is intense. Like the way that the characters are always just flexing like crazy moves and big feats and absolute like awesome panel layouts, and like the choreography is fantastic. It's so much fun, and it's a series that I think anybody can relatively get into. It's just one of those ones where it's not, you don't have to take like you don't have to really get into like the overall plot. Like the plot of the series you can understand pretty quick. It's more about, what are we going to find out about these characters and how are they going to compete? Which one's going to go in? Which one's going to, win? And what's cool, like I said, is you can essentially just keep doing this and, just pick up different characters, different legends, different gods. And it all around, like, is one of those perfect kind of series. Like, I don't think there's anything within the series I have a problem with. It's weird because it's one of those ones that it's not, like, perfect in the sense, like, it's amazing writing, it's so fantastic, it's a 10 out of 10. It's perfect at what it does. And what it does is it just wants you to get enthralled in the fights. It wants you to get invested in the characters. But in the sense of, I like this guy, the backstories of either combatant. Do I want the god characters to win? Because, you got someone cool like Hercules who just has this valiant story of him being a hero, against a crazy serial killer like Jack the Ripper. But that, if Hercules wins, then I'm rooting for humanity to get it wiped out. Whereas, it's like, but then if I want humanity to win, I'm rooting for a psychotic serial killer like Jack the Ripper. It's so much fun. It's a very, very enjoyable series. I couldn't recommend it higher enough, unless you don't like action for some reason. Like I said, it's one of those ones that you can get into relatively quick. You don't have to, go in like on trying to like do some crazy figure out like how all the powers and whatnot work. Everything is explained. It's very easy to understand, and yet at the same time it's so quick to get hyped. It's so quick just to get really invested in the fights and what's going on. But anyway, other than that, comment below, tell me your thoughts about this if you haven't seen it, or if you have, which fight you like the most, which character do you want to see the most. Like I said, I want to see Grigory Rasputin the most. But other than that, I really appreciate you. Comment below, thumbs up the video, press the like button, subscribe button, and check out my other videos. But I appreciate everyone who's already subscribed. Thank you all for listening. Bye.